Off the back of the iron, but it came out high. They'll get another opportunity. Rice feeding Betts. Betts trying to get into that painted area. So tough to keep her out.
Before that UC San Diego game.
Nicely done by Betts. At a tough angle underneath. On CBS, TBS, TNT, and True TV. And for more, go to NCAA.com. The follow is good by Betts.
Those skip passes make it a little easier if you move as soon as it leaves the passer's hand.
Barker will touch pass and up and in by Betts. And here comes Southern, 36-24.
That was a fearless bucket. And the bucket-making ability continues for Southern.
Betts again fighting hard, and she'll be headed to the line.
You go right into your 6'7" stalwart. On the interior, Lauren Betts, great hands. Just maneuvers around the second line of defense that was there to help. So right there, she just needed one dribble to create the space necessary to get to that short corner pull-up.
There's the block by Betts.
I love that confidence when you come riding high with that kind of championship mentality on your mind.
He drives it. Betts waited at home to block the shot.
I mean, that's the no-fear ability of this Southern team. They just are on the next play, on to the next play.
Betts, and no answer for that. Lauren Betts, the All-American. As we take a look at these starting lineups brought to you by Capital One. And for UCLA in a quick strike.
Just under 3 blocks a game for Lauren Betts. 59 blocks in the last 16 games alone. So she is a stalwart defensively.
Under the ball inside. There is no defending that. But they're getting contributions from everybody right now. Betts with a tough catch, lays it up and in. Gives him more size in the backcourt. Thought she might play a lot of minutes tonight, or certainly more minutes. Batted around, Betts gets her hands on it and lays it in again.
Has been able to regather and finish. They need to go through and go to her for sure.
She said the screen rolled off that. Rice with the miss. Betts another one inside. Barker showing off that handle, but the bank won't go. Betts another rebound. Missed that one. Got that one. Barker to Betts. And another strike for the All-American.
Corey Close wanted to travel right there in front of the UCLA bench.
Dugan on the drive. Betts will swat that one away.
Well, I caught up with Coach Roussel and asked him, do you make any adjustments to how you're defending Betts? Because she got going, and he said, we really can't. If we overcompensate there, we open up the floor for other things. They're sending 3, sometimes 4 people, and that's the problem. Too many people in the paint, and you leave 3-point shooters wide open.
And they said they have to rotate quickly out of it. That's all they can do, and try to move on the passes out.
Hawkes over the top of the All-American with a left-handed one. And Lauren Betts headed to the line looking for a 3-point play. Nice tie at 36-36 at halftime. Just the 5th time UCLA wasn't leading at the break this year.
Look at Hawkes with a nice pitch pass down into the painted area to Lauren Betts. And once she has you sealed off.
Hawkes with the miss, but retrieves that. Arnasalo over the top for Betts. Betts working inside and 2 more.
No, she's just been exceptional. I mean, she's up for National Player of the Year for a reason. Look at this.
3 seconds to get a shot up. They find Betts again, and right in front of the horn, she will lay it in.
All season long, fell short in the A-10 tournament to the chagrin of the entire team.
Boy, Betts demanding the ball down low. They do a great job of the entry. I think that's exactly right. As Barker drives, can't finish that. Betts has it again, and 2 more. So she has 28, winning a tournament game for the first time in their program history. Rice on the drive, and the follow is up and good.
And just under 20 points per game, which was second to Juju Watkins in the Big Ten. And when Lauren Betts gets it there, you might as well just start going down the other end of the floor.
And good patience by Kiki Rice to wait until Betts got in position, and then you see the impact on the other end of the floor.
Got 3 boards already for Betts. He's posting up, asking for the ball, and gets another bucket. Hasn't missed anything.
No, she hasn't, and this is a great job of getting her the ball on the inside, and the ability.
Yes, efficiency is our superpower, is what she says about this team. And it is one of the top teams in terms of efficiency on both ends of the floor, and Lauren Betts is one of the reasons why.
Well, when she went in the transfer portal last year, she's from Waco, and Baylor didn't offer her, so they tried to use that as some motivation in their last game against Baylor. It didn't really work. She didn't play her best. And
that is great support. And she left. Betts, obviously the starting center, and they have no answer.
3 number 1 seeds, all of them thought they should have been higher. But Dawn Staley came on our show and talked about why she thought they were disrespected. They had a hard schedule, 13 quad 1 wins.
Yeah, I don't know if that's the shot that Coach Yo wants. You know, she talked to us as we see the rebounding rates right there. She talked to us about, look, if we want to get out in transition and get a layup, if we don't have a layup, we got to make them work on defense. That's able to roll one in. LSU already punching its ticket into the Elite Eight to play the winner of this game in a couple of days. Betts still hasn't missed. Shot clock now into single digits. Betts was calling for it. Hawkeyes, that's a tough turnaround. Betts has to get it up in traffic, and she does it, she hits it. UCLA's first 8 points scored by people other than Betts in this quarter. And then the block of Wally. Rice, Dugalich, Betts again, and this time finishes with the left hand. Shooting Barker, inside to Betts, goodbye. Betts, spins, for 2 more. From a double-double. Remember, Betts has 3 fouls and still went after it and got the block. Inside to Betts. Stop. Yeah, she just really does work for her position. Hawkeyes gets it into Betts, who turns and scores with her left hand. And Pam, that's Hawkeyes making that pass from the logo. Rice gathered the ball, and Lauren Betts has 31 points.
The Elite Eight is underway in Spokane.
UCLA in a man-to-man. Lauren Betts on Anissa Morrow. Morrow attacks the matchup right away. Her arm up and beautifully done.
Betts averaging nearly 3 blocks per game, and see if she gets credited for another one there. Lauren Betts, the All-American. Here's Betts, such a force in the post. Lauren Betts picking up where she left off the other night. Rice picking up some pace for UCLA. Dugalich dumps it in. What position? And Betts finishes plus the foul. Gardner trying to work back to the basketball. Betts battling underneath with Smith and getting the position. She was a +4 on the floor. LSU got outscored by 10 when she was on the bench. And she spent much of that second quarter on the bench with those fouls as Betts goes right back to work. Morrow lost the handle, able to keep it in bounds though, but then tried to force a pass inside to Smith and turned it over. And we're going to have to ask Jaime Jr. whether or not she was in fact nicer to her brother. Betts with the rejection on Morrow. Dugalich into Betts, deep catch. Betts waits and finishes. UCLA had a 14-point lead in this quarter. Johnson on the drive and Betts with the block. Gilbert has it. Shot clock turned off. Gilbert finding Smith, denied by Betts. A 6th block. Jones hugs it, and UCLA will keep it here as the quarter comes to a close.
The emergence of this young woman using her voice in a crucial moment with her teammates because they trust and love her.
Thank you, Hal. Certainly amazing for Betts as Betts gets blocked and still finishes plus the foul. Beating the shot clock and the contact.
The shot clock has almost expired. Flage with another block just gets it, goes right back up with it.
Williams and Johnson capable of those responsibilities as Betts again finishes, and it's Gardner who found her.
At 22 points on 8 of 13 shooting in the Elite Eight. Here's Betts getting another touch. The All-American dives in and finishes.
That time, Connecticut does not send any help, any double team. Expect them to do a variety of things defensively against Betts in this game.
El Alfie waits and gets denied by Betts. El Alfie loses it there, poked away by Barker and off the bench for UCLA. Arnesalo swivels it in transition. UCLA and Corey Close's key to us before the game was we have got to take significantly more shots than Connecticut as Strong picks up her first and Betts will have a chance for 3. For them to come away with a win. Thought the 4 possession in general would. Here's Betts back to work on Strong, able to finish. Yeah, their 2 losses, they were a combined 7 for 33, 21%. As Betts gets a deep touch and finishes on the delivery from Barker. Jaquez dumps it in. Betts just going right to work on Ice Brady. Jaquez didn't take it right away. Gugliel's trying to get it down to Betts. Caught the net, but Betts still was able to gather and finish. Matching her own Connecticut record. First time a Connecticut player has done it in the tournament, though. As Betts again digs in deep and finishes. Lauren Betts able to finish. Lauren Betts up to 19. Holly?
Well, Gino said that UConn saw Sarah Strong in a nondescript gym the summer after her freshman year.
Where she is the projected #1 overall pick. Which the Dallas Wings currently have. As Betts hits the jumper. It's been a good showing for Lauren Betts. Rice fires a pass in. Betts turning will finish plus the foul.